Good morning, y'all. Cardlin here. I tried recording this last night, but my roomie's dog was feeling a little frisky apparently, so there's too much background noise. But somehow I found myself at 2,000 subscribers thanks to you all, and I'm still blown away by that. But as promised, I'm here to answer some more of your questions. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Question number 1, asked by Dolly After Dark. You said in your last Q&A no one calls you by your actual name anymore. What is your first name, if you don't mind sharing? I actually kind of do. I don't normally share my real first name online. Is that weird? Sorry if it is. Next one is a scenario submitted by Anonymous. Anonymous says, hello, I was curious if you'd be interested in doing an audio where you're at home sleeping and you hear knocking at the door. It turns out to be a friend who had a nightmare or something and the like, and just came to you. I like this one. I'll add it to the list, and as usual, I'll try a little sample line right now. Hey, dude. What's up? Is everything alright? I mean, here, come in. It's storming pretty hard out there, yeah? I know you hate the rain, too. Well, come in, dry off, and we'll figure out why you're on my doorstep at 2 a.m., yeah? Next question, asked by ZHoney32. Oh, wow. Okay, the next couple ones are actually about my girlfriend. Very popular topic, but, let's jump right into it. ZHoney32 asks, do you have a special someone? And if you do, I hope she knows how lucky she is. I do. And if you knew her and saw what I saw, you'd know that I was most definitely the lucky one in this situation. She's my shooting star, guys. My lottery ticket. She's my getaway car. Next question by Anonymous. How do you tell your GF about making audios? How did she react when you told her? We met through doing audios, actually. She commented on one of my earlier pieces earlier this year, and well, after a long friendship, here we are. Next question, also by Anonymous. Hi, Cardlin. I'm just curious. Has your GF also listened to your audios and went, damn, that's hot? I certainly hope so. Next question by Anonymous. Kind of a random question, but have you ever played any of the Witcher games? No, I haven't. It's one of those game series that I just recognize to be really good. I understand that they're really well done. I heard Witcher 3 especially is great, but I just never dug into it, It's just not one of those ones that really grabbed me from the get-go. I think I was kind of turned off when I was told the first one had, sex trading cards. I was like, okay, it's going to be one of those kind of games. And ever since then, I just never really gave it a shot. Next question by Dancing and Dreaming in the Moonlight. Curious, what seems to be your most popular audio? According to plays and views, it's, baby, let me go back to sleep. Though my nightmares video and my drunk video are very close. Next one, it's another scenario by Anonymous. Hey, I know you have a sequel idea to your drunk Cardlin audio lined up on the list, but I was wondering if you would consider doing another, but this time SO is the one who's tipsy, my significant other. Bonus points if she is a mischievous drunk and Cardlin has to be the responsible one. Okay. Sure, here's a line. Oop, come here. I got you, babe. No, love. You can't walk right now. Let me walk for you, yeah? Yes, this is fun. No. No, I am not mad at you. Yes, I agree. The world will stop spinning soon. I'll get you home, cozied up under the blankets, and with some hot tea in your hands. Just, okay, fine, hot cocoa. Just keep walking for me right now, okay? Next question by Anonymous. Who's your favorite Gravity Falls character? Which one can you relate to the most? live with. That's what happens when I record this late in the day. Sorry, favorite Gravity Falls character, which one can you relate to the most? My favorite, by far, is Giffany. I gotta love those yandere girls. Most relatable? Probably Dipper. I'm a bit of a square. Next question by Anonymous. Have you ever watched Ruby, RWBY? Cute anime characters with ridiculously over-the-top weapons of awesome. I have. I like the action scenes a lot, but the rest of it was not for me. Rest in peace, Moniom. Just amazing animator and artist. Liliana Vest asks, favorite Pokemon? Gotta be Snorlax. Snorlax owns you. And bonus points if you get that reference. Anonymous asks, what's your favorite TV show, book, or film if you have one? I have favorites of all of them. Favorite TV show? Probably Breaking Bad or Shark Tank. I love Shark Tank. Favorite book? Scott Pilgrim or Why the Last Man if graphic novels count. If they don't count, then Lullaby by Scott Palahniuk or Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. Favorite films? Brick or Love Actually? Yeah. Yep. Alright. Next question. Asked by Liliana Vess. Hey, Cardi, what is your most embarrassing moment? Okay, I'm here to tell you all a little story. I was at the airport. I was a little kid. My grandma was leaving for the Philippines. I didn't understand vacations, and I thought she was just going to be gone forever. And I remember the whole family was there, and for some reason it was such a sad occasion, and I was just caught up in a moment. My grandma was leaving. I remember she had this big red sweater, so they're like, all right, grandma's leaving. She's taking off now. So I run over to her, and I mash my face into her big red sweater, and I'm just smushing my face up and right. I'm crying, and I'm, I'm sniffling, and I'm snotting up. And I look up, and as I look up, I pull my head away from her big red sweater, and this bridge of snot just travels from where I had my face to my nose. And I look up, and it's not my grandma. It's somebody else who just happened to wear a big red sweater. And I look up, and the person looks down at me horrified, and I just turn around and do the exact same thing to my grandma. I made sure it was her that time. Next question by Anonymous. Do you follow everyone back or just a select few? So, on Tumblr, I follow back everyone who follows me, at least that I get notifications about. On SoundCloud, I follow back everyone else whose name isn't the generic one SoundCloud gives you, like user and then a string of numbers. Next question by Anonymous. When is the ultimate tease, erotic, 45-minute torture, nasty boyfriend audio coming along? It's kind of vague, but I might be able to do something with that one day. 45 minutes, huh? Okay. Next question by Anonymous. Do you think a relationship will work or last even though you and the person you like have really different tastes or likes? Is it better to have similar likes, or does variety work better? I think it certainly helps, especially for me, when a lot of my interests and hobbies are such a big part of my life. I think more than having things in common, though, there has to be trust, communication, that feeling of love. Like if you're with them and you can look in their eyes and see more than just eyes. Like if you can look in their eyes and see forever, that's worth so much more than being able to geek out about the same things. Next question is Scenario by Anonymous. Anonymous says, audio idea. You and the listener are both trying to avoid some unwelcome advances by acting like a couple to each other, and you're both really bad liars. Much fluster and adorableness ensue. All right, here's a few lines. Why? Because of my girlfriend. She's you're my girlfriend, aren't you? Baby, right? See, yeah, we're totally. Yep, sex things. Just her and I. Yep, that's our arrangement. Next one by Anonymous. My hands are cold. Can I please put them in your pants? Sure. I'm in my boxers right now anyway. So, my jeans are over by the hamper. Next question by Anonymous. Have you ever watched or read the Game of Thrones series? read all the books, watched all the episodes. Just being honest, and I know this is completely against the rules and it's blasphemy and I'm going to get crucified for it, but I actually prefer the show to the novels. I have this whole rant about that, but I'll leave it at that for now. Next question by Anonymous. Have you had a chance to play Fallout 4? I remember you mentioning you were looking forward to it, although you're starting a new job. I don't know if you've had any time. Hope the new job is going well, by the way. Thank you. It has been. I've been playing it pretty solidly, actually, ever since it launched. I just hit level 27. I've got about 36 hours logged. Yeah, I'm geeking out pretty hard on that. Next question by Anonymous. Would you ever consider talking to a subscriber or follower personally? I would. I have. I can't do it as much anymore, as much as I'd like, but with my new work schedule and all, though. Anonymous asks, can you possibly do a husband or boyfriend experience like a part 2 to Bundle of Feels when the baby comes? I was actually thinking part 2 could involve them dealing with a pregnancy, like checking back in on them in the 3rd trimester or something. But yeah, that's definitely a series that seems to be really popular, so I'll be continuing on with it. Next question by Anonymous. Why are you reblogging more erotic stuff? Is the long distance getting to you? I just reblog fun stuff when I see it. Nosy. Girl in Training asks, I did have one question, just a curiosity really. How do you feel about hickeys? Giving, receiving, and the like. I do like the idea of marking someone with my mark, and for them and everyone around them to have that constant reminder, you know? But only if she's into it, of course. Next one's a scenario by Anonymous. Audio scenario suggestion. Not really a boyfriend roleplay for once, but maybe a best friend one, with a potential for boyfriend, I guess. Doesn't need to be. 2 best friends kind of sort of get really carried away at a party and end up sleeping together. Things are a little awkward afterwards, but they talk things out and kind of become something they look back on and laugh about. Okay, here's a few lines. Good morning. Did we eat last night? Yeah, I thought so. Well, I don't recall everything, but I do remember enjoying myself. You too? Oh, thank God. I don't think I could possibly stand this being any more awkward than it already is. Next question by Anonymous. I was wondering if at some point you could do an audio about being an older brother. Helping your younger brother deal with all the anxiety and stress that has come with being in college or university. Basically, baby bro comes over to hang out and breaks down about the workload, as well as the regret of not waiting a little longer to attend school again. That's kind of weirdly specific. I don't like doing scripts that are so weirdly, obviously, zeroed in on one specific person's scenario. But here's a few lines anyway. Hey, dude. Before you ask, yes, Dad did send me over here, and yes, it was because of how bummed you looked at lunch the other day. That all having been said, cheesy as it sounds, that doesn't mean I don't care, you know? So come on, little bro. Tell me what's up for old time's sake. Next question by Anonymous. What is your favorite animal? I'm going to assume that I'm not being trolled just because I put it all over the place, but I love bears. I love bears a lot. Like a lot. Next question from Anonymous. Your bio, have under 18s followed you? They most definitely have. And it's not that I have anything against minors, of course. They just need to steer clear of my porn blog, basically. Here's another scenario. Cheating from Anonymous. Cheating audio. The girl cheats and you miss her after a breakup. I hate cheating. I hate it so much, but sure, this could be a fun challenge. Here's a few lines. I hate what you did to me. I hate that you made me believe that you could never do something like that to me, and I hate that you made me believe that everyone will do the same thing to me from here on out. I hate that you're happy again, and I'm not. But more than all of this, I hate myself for missing you so goddamn much. Next question. What's the worst thing that can happen if an under 18 follows your blog? First off, why are we calling it an under 18? You're a minor. They see something they legally should not, and it's my fault. And I get in trouble for their inability to follow my simple request. That's probably one of the worst things that can happen. Anonymous asks, what religion do you follow, if any? Let's see, I was born and raised Catholic. I turned evangelical Christian in high school, and I'm currently enjoying atheism. Next question, are you into DDLG? I am, very much so. And we're back. Sorry about the jump in quality, or if my voice changed at all. I had to pause because my roomie and her dog were getting breakfast and whatnot, so you could hear it in the background. But yeah, let's jump right back into it. Next question is by Anonymous. It is a scenario. Audio idea. Could be a steamy one, but doesn't really need to be. You and significant other challenge each other to see who can go the longest without intimacy of any kind. A few days in and you're both cracking, but neither of you wants to be the first to give in, so you both are attempting to tease the other into caving. Now that sounds like it could be a lot of fun, and here's a couple of lines. No, you stay on your side of the sofa with your scratchy blanket, and I get the fuzzy one. Because I brought it from the bedroom? I mean, we can always share. It's really comfy under here, babe. I promise you. Alright. Next question by Anonymous. What was your first ASMR experience? How long ago was it? And did you like it at first? I don't know that I've ever experienced true ASMR, though the sound of a knife ringing on a hard surface sends a chill down the back of my neck and down my spine. Does that count? Is that what ASMR is? Next one is another quick scenario from Anonymous script suggestion. Maybe you and listener are mutually crushing neighbors, and she or he gets locked out of their apartment pretty late at night and asks you to use your phone so you can call someone to get back in. Bonus points for flustered and sleepy Cardlin. Alright, here goes. Hi. No, No, of course you can come in. Please. Come in. I'm just in my boxers. Sorry, I should... Let me go put something on. Next question. I'm assuming there would be bloopers while recording. Would you consider doing a blooper reel? There are no bloopers, surprisingly. Not very funny when there's no one else around, so I just kind of stop and then start over again. So, yeah, sorry, a blooper reel would not be as hilarious as one might think. Next question from Anonymous. Are you planning on doing the Brothers Friend audio that you mentioned in the 1K audio? Yeah, I definitely do. It's just, you've seen the list, hopefully. It's really long, so there are a lot of things to go through, but that's fine because, we're in this for the long haul, right? Next question by Anonymous. Would you rather have one song play every single time you wake up to the moment you sleep, or have your life be a musical for the rest of your life? I do not want tragic moments in my life to have a catchy tune, so I'll have to go with the built-in alarm clock. Kind of random. Next question, also by Anonymous. Extremely random, but would you date a religious Christian virgin who is only willing to have any sexual intercourse after marriage? Honestly, no, I wouldn't. Because I feel that the sexual side of a relationship is very important, and that if you're going to marry somebody, you need to make sure that you're compatible on all levels. And to just have that big gaping question mark, like that a huge part of the relationship just unknown, I think it's honestly, I understand why some people do it. I personally think it's kind of foolish. Next question, Anonymous, have you heard of New Zealand? If so, what do you know about it? I have. A good friend of mine is from out there, and she taught me some stuff. It made me watch Once We're Warriors, which was, fucking yikes, that movie. Next question, from Anonymous. This one's from Dolores. You like video games, and I do too, but I'm a very old school gamer, like the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, TurboGrafx-64 and the PlayStation games. Do you watch any YouTube gamers? I only watch Poised and Vanos Gaming because they're so good and very, very, very funny and so real. Plus, and I hate to bring race in the mix, but it's so good to have two men, even Markiplier, of color being successful where black men and Asian men can look up to them and say, if they can do it, then I can do it. To me, it's refreshing. I do watch a YouTube gamer. I watch Markiplier pretty religiously, and I've watched a few Game Grumps videos as well. They're pretty funny, and yeah, I love Markiplier because, yeah, he's a little over the top sometimes, but I really like what he stands for and his message and how he does. He's not afraid to just say these things that a lot of people might think are too cheesy or too corny. I really like what he stands for, so I really support him. Next question from Anna. Why and how did you discover the ASMR community? When did you decide to become part of it? So, a bit of a funny story here. Starting out, I didn't really know what to call my videos. Audio dramas. I saw ASMR, I think it was originally through some joke posts on Imager, however you want to say it, and found a few roleplay ASMRs and thought that was the closest to what I did. So I started posting my stuff up and labeling them ASMR. I got a few polite messages reminding me that what I did wasn't ASMR, and one particularly mean one that was quite forceful in letting me know that I was definitely not ASMR. And so I've since removed ASMR from all of my videos. So I guess it's more of an audio roleplay community now or something. I don't know. Next one, 2 different scenarios, both from Angelic Warrior. Hey, what's up, Cardi? I have no clue why I think of these kind of things or just pop into my mind, but here's a idea for a regular audio. You could have it be a best friend situation where one of your friends is getting bullied and they don't know how to make it stop, so you help them out. I guess it's up to you how you'd help them out, whether it be just advice or actually punching someone in the face. So for that one, I wrote a couple of lines. Let's see. Hey, look, I'm just gonna say it. Is everything all right? It's just you look so, and it's heartbreaking, Seeing you like that is it because of that fucking bully again? Angelic Warrior's next idea was for an erotic audio. The scenario could be in your girlfriend or boyfriend's apartment and you get mad because the walls are really thin and your neighbors don't even think about being quieter when they're having fun, if you know what I mean. Also, the listener is very shy and introverted and won't say anything back to the neighbors. So you decide it's time for a little payback and for you two to have a little fun yourselves. Here's a few lines for that. This is ridiculous. The way your neighbors just go at it and bang right against the wall like this. Christ, I can hear them. I can hear you. You know what, babe? Nah, no more keeping quiet. 4 can play this game. Come here, love. Tonight we get our revenge. Next few questions are all from Anna. Have you ever met a fan? If so, how did you react? Offline? No, I haven't. If ever I did, I imagine I'd be very awkward and weirded out. Oh, her next question is, if you did meet one, how would you react? Probably with a, oh, you know who I am? Cool. Thanks for listening. But, hey, I should probably get going. Next question also from Anna. What do you do for a living? I know you work in the video game industry, but I was wondering what section. I work in video game development, which is to say I'm head of a team that makes sure the game gets out. Next question also from Anna. What are the best places to visit in California? I'm not really one for sightseeing, though I know a few choice places to grub. You could check out the Holy Grail if you're in San Francisco if you get a chance. It's really good. Or Tsujita Ramen in Santa Monica is my favorite spot. Next question by Anonymous. I was just wondering if you've seen or played Undertale, and if so, who's your favorite character in the game? I watched Markiplier play a bit of it, and so far I really like Sans. He didn't really get that far, though. Next question by Alexandra. My question is, if you could voice a character in any video game franchise, which one would it be and why? In terms of role I'd like to play, I'd love to be someone like Wheatley or GLaDOS, or Handsome Jack. Like a psychotic yet oddly charming villain who's just always in your ear. Barring that, something more serious or dramatic like Joel from The Last of Us. That would be the dream. Next question by Anonymous. Wait, are you collaborating with the Grey Knight on something? We do have a little something in the works, actually. And before you get worried, no, it's not a duet. Next question by Samantha. If you could voice any Disney character, who would it be and why? I always thought I'd make a pretty decent Aladdin, or like a Flynn Rider. A mischievous rogue of a good guy type. Or maybe someone pompous and haughty like Gaston. Someone memorable, basically. Next question by Anonymous. Cardi, what's your favorite script? My favorite script I wrote? Probably the F for M Yandere one that some people on Reddit did for me. Barring that, in terms of ones I have, that I have done personally, here, probably Baby, you're asleep, right? Or did you think that just because I'm out of town that you get a night off of being my little girl? That one's on SoundCloud only, but I think I'll be bringing it over to YouTube soon. Next question by Anonymous. You're holding a dinner party and are allowed to invite 5 celebrities or inspirational people. Who do you choose and why? Alton Brown, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Anthony Bourdain, Bill Nye, and Bill Gates. I just sit back and soak in all the smartness. Honestly, I just let them talk and I just revel in the stories they have to tell. Next question by Anonymous. Would you ever do a script based on the game Catherine? I could totally see you play a guy like Vincent. I'd love to do something like this. For those of you unfamiliar with the game, it's about a guy who has a girlfriend who's a little controlling, and he meets this girl who's a lot of fun and makes him feel free, but he eventually learns that she's a succubus and she's trying to take his life, and you can kind of choose where to go from there. And I'd love to do something like this. Maybe something less specific to Catherine and just guy gets seduced by succubus scripts. That could be fun. Next question. Have you ever thought of creating or collaborating on a radio show? Like a series in podcast form with characters and a plot and such? I would absolutely love to try something like this. I need to find a good community of voice acting folk and try and put something like this together. We need a good story and all that. But I definitely think there's a lot of potential to it. Next question by Lala X Sammy. Cardlin. I said this before, but I literally have not gotten over how much the person for Fallout 4's Diamond City radio station sounds like you. Literally, is that you? You can tell my new Tumblr only has 12 followers. There's no one I'd tell. Just saying. Please tell me you've got a chance to listen to him talk. Wow. So I have heard him talk, and I have to say, Travis, the Diamond City radio DJ, sounds like a nerdy dweeb. Is that what I sound like, you guys? No, but seriously though, I can definitely hear it. And I'm glad you thought of me, but I promise you that's not me. Next question by Anonymous. It's a story scenario. I don't know if you're taking requests, but could you do an audio where you and the viewer are studying partners, except you're really flustered and can't get anything done because you have a crush on the viewer? Maybe it could lead to a confession and maybe some other things. I'm a big fan. I love you. Thank you. I love you too. This one could be fun too. Here's a line. How can I possibly care about AP English when her hair spills along the side of her face like that? How can I possibly focus on anything but the way she idly nibbles the side of her fingers like that? Or the way she looks at me with those soft ocean eyes and says... what? Oh, sorry, I was just studying so hard, Alright, next question by Vianney. Do you follow your head or your heart? Probably a little bit of both. More heart when I was younger, more head now that I'm older. And the last question by Anonymous. Did you ever know that I had my eyes on you? Darling, so there you are, with that look on your face. So that finishes up the questions. Total is 62. Sorry if I missed your questions. They were either lost in the shuffle, I've answered them in previous questionnaires, or they just were a little probably inappropriate or something and I didn't want to answer them. So some quick announcements. I'm looking for some things, and you guys could really help me. I'm looking for a toy maker, a stuffy maker, a plushie maker to partner up with. There's some real genuine requests for a Cardi Bear, and I'd love to work with somebody to design them and, get that person some money and, help spread the CardlinAudio name and stuff. Next I'm looking for is your poetry. If you write poetry, I would love to, pour through your stuff and find something that I'd like to read. I'm trying to do an audio where I read poetry written by people in my community. And if you have anything for me, send me an email. I'll mention it in the description, but send me an email over at cardlinish@gmail.com. And we'll talk. And as always, I'm always looking for script ideas and feedback. I have the forms I put in the bottom of every description. And if you'd like to write me a script, or if you just have a script idea, please don't be afraid to hit me up. As we finish up here, I want to say thanks for your continued support and patience as I continue to grow. I know things have been changing around here, and as the community grows and my job gets more and more intense, things will continue to evolve here on CardlinAudio. I'm sure some of you have noticed that I don't reply to as many comments as I used to, and as much as I love making sure every comment got a reply, I knew going into this that it couldn't possibly last forever. I'll miss that the most, probably. Also, I've removed ASMR from all of my videos, as I mentioned before, and I'll probably be opening up a Patreon page soon in my continued efforts to make an actual career out of helping people like this. By the way, if you happen to be feeling generous and you like my work, please give the old fan funding button a click. I know this is awkward to talk about, but not only will you be helping me build my dream of doing this full time, but you'll also be helping me upgrade to better equipment. My current rig is a little ghetto. As an extra bonus, I have a special thank you video to all my contributors wherein I read my favorite poem and just say a little something to let you know you're appreciated. Or you can always contribute by keeping the comments section lively, speaking up on my forums and surveys, and most importantly, by spreading the word and helping us reach an even bigger audience. If I could help people on an even larger scale, I'd be the happiest guy on the planet. And in closing, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm still amazed that we were able to get this far, and even more so, just how many of you tell me that I help you. The thought of being able to help people by doing what I love, the thought of bringing happiness or peace to some people who are struggling to find it, it really warms my heart. I hope that we can keep growing together as a community and reach out to more and more people and really, get this love out there, as cheesy as that sounds. I don't know about you all, but I think the world can use it, now especially. Stay safe out there, my lovelies. Cheers.